Good evening, folks. Alison Heikkila here with my sidekick, Rhiannon. Say hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Got a fun shaker here for you that I just made yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. My days are totally running into each other this week. Things are a little kooky. Hey, Tara. How are you? Yeah, so I used the new Date Night Sparkle Blends. I almost said Shaker Bits. Sparkle Blends for this. That's what inspired the whole card. I had this stamp set from Gina K that I've used a couple of times recently. Hey, Shell. How are you? But it's got, you know, the lipstick, and it's got these little hearts. It's got the actual lipstick. And a couple of other cool images. It's not available anymore, unfortunately, but it's just so perfect for this sparkle blend. Because you've got the kisses in there and the little lipsticks, which totally crack me up. And I chose the colors based on, like, the flower and whatnot. So, yeah. That is going on my blog. When is it going on my blog? Did I share it already? I can't even remember. I think I shared it. But anyway, listen. I don't even know what's happening right now. Rhiannon is actually going to be taking over tonight. She's going to be my hands for me because mine's a little messed up. And I need my hand for things this weekend. So, yeah, she's going to be helping me out even more than she normally does. We have some fun ideas that we're going to... Wow, you really still have marker all over you. My daughter likes to draw on herself.
I keep forgetting to wash it off.
It's fine. I have done that many, many times. It's all good. You should color it in. It looks like stained glass.
Yeah, I'll fix it over the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Shell is excited.
It's still technically her life.
Yeah, but she's taking over a little bit more. You can pick that up because we need that. So we're going to use
This one sparkle blend. That's all we're using.
That one sequin. Yeah, it fell on the floor.
That's it. And I will just annoy you now. It is not in a container.
Well, you could put it in this container because, actually, here, we're going to dump this baby out. We're going to be using King Cake today. This is King Cake. This is the newest installment of the Mardi Gras themed sparkle blends. Amber has done a few of them before. And this one is to represent the cake that you eat for Mardi Gras. I don't really know the whole detail about it. I know that there's usually a plastic baby hidden in there, and whoever finds it is lucky. It's like finding the pickle on the Christmas tree, I think. And then there's a little cake in here. See the little cake? Isn't that cute? And there's the baby.
That's definitely not a
baby.
Sutton character.
Right. And I really like these hearts. They're very cool. So that's the blend that we're going to use tonight. She's going to do some watercoloring for us. Let's get the supplies. Let's talk about the plan. So I am pretty sure that you guys don't have the background stamp that I'm using, but I want you to think about the background stamps that you have and how you can incorporate these techniques for yourself. Hey, Kendra, how are you? Nice to see you. So this is the one, you guys know, oh, let me take it out of this package so the glare isn't there. You guys know that I love hexagons. So when I got this stamp from Stampendous, I was super stoked because it's all cool hexagon tiles. I think it's really pretty. So the point is, this is what inspired the whole card for tonight, is that how can we use our background stamps to kind of help us come up with ideas for our shaker card. So for this one, it's pretty obvious. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? It's pretty obvious because we're going to just cut out one of these hexagons, and that's going to be our shaker window. I've already got the exact size, if I can get it with my bum hand. Here we go. This is from the die set from Waffle Flower. I love these die sets because it's got so many hexagons. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Hi, Abby, if you're there. So this is the one that she's going to probably cut out. We'll just make our card around here. And she's going to do some watercoloring. I've got this luscious black watercolor paper. I love this watercolor paper. It's fab. It's like This is the smooth one, but even though it's considered smooth, it still has a delicious toothy texture. Hey, Fawn. How's it going? So many friends here tonight. Oh, good. Abby is watching. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to break out the FineTec Watercolors. These are metallic. I love these watercolors so much. So I have them swatched because, you know, swatching's my jam, on both white and black. And you can see that on the black, metallic watercolors are pretty much always going to look better. Some of them look cool on the white, like this gold. This white is okay, but I mean, look at how these look. It's just not great unless the light hits it a certain way. So if you have metallic watercolors and you're trying to mess with them and they're not working, but you're doing it on white, give it a shot on the black, because no matter how you move the black, it looks good. So, hey Amber, how goes it? All right, so she is going to use colors that work with the king cake. And I've got some black foam tape from Whimsy Stamps. Need to get more of this. What else? I got my acetate. We have a black card base. And, oh, we are going to, you're probably wondering, well, how are you going to stamp the tiles? We're going to use VersaMark, and I'm going to use some, well, Rhiannon is going to use some gold embossing powder. This is detail embossing powder from Stampendous. So all of the Hexagon tiles are going to be gold. We'll cut out this one, and she's going to watercolor. So that's what we're doing. I hope you guys are excited. Do you want me to put the sparkle blend away for now so that it's not in your way, or are you not going to knock it over? You're not me. You're not going to knock it over. So we're going to just close this up so that the rest doesn't spill. Move some stuff out of the way. Okay. I've got my black watercolor paper. Rhiannon, you want to get the Misty so that we can stamp that. And I'm going to let you do your thing. I've got the Hexagon back in the basket. Okay, so let's get this tape off of here. And I'm taking the plastic.
I've never actually used this one before. I always use
you can use the other one. You can use the other one. It doesn't matter to me. Use whichever one you want. I'm just getting you prepared here. Just putting this on here. So Rhiannon is helping me out because my arm is pretty messed up today.
Got it.
And I'm having a hard time doing much of anything. So she agreed to be my hands for the evening. Whoop. Oh, oops. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Oh good, it's on rubber already. Here you go. Okay, I'm going to move out of the way. There we go. Make sure you're in frame. So what are you guys up to tonight?
I keep hitting the camera.
Well, if you have it going this way, it's a little easier. Can we turn it?
Oh, yeah.
Because then it won't hit the back. Just let it drop. It's okay. I don't need to type, so it's fine. How's that? Is that good?
Do this.
Yeah.
Because it's not comfortable.
All right. Now you won't need to use this whole thing. We'll wind up cutting it down.
Okay.
So.
So
let's let's talk about this. So this is the one we're going to cut out, right? So we want to kind of line this up so that that will be where our shaker window is, right? So it's going to be here, okay? And we'll wind up cutting this down. So we're going to go like this and flip this over. So now she's putting the magnets on the bottom so it will hold the paper in place. And then we'll go like that and pick it up. And now it is in the right spot.
Piece of paper.
Yes, we'll get the paper after you're done stamping. So what's going on, everybody? Have you guys been crafting lately? How's the weather? Did you eat anything good for dinner tonight? What's going on? Yeah, that's pretty good. You're going to just double stamp it, so it's okay. That's fine. You're good. You're good. Okay. You know what you're doing. You're fine. Just push nicely. Very good. I know, you hit things in your... So above, I don't know how many of you have actually seen photos of my craft room, but right above us here is an angled ceiling, okay? So I don't have a wall in front of me that goes up 8 feet. So it's the roof line that's right above us. So I have things hanging off of my ceiling. Yeah, you'll definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, like up here.
And in the middle. If you need help pressing, I can help you press. So she's hitting her head on the stuff I have dangling. Tammy says, it's freezing here in Massachusetts, getting ready for the storm. Yes. Yes, that storm is coming. We're going to have a bomb cyclone.
We're going to have a snow day on Saturday.
Yeah, that nor'easter is coming. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm pretty glad that it's going to be on a Saturday as opposed to during the week. I mean, I know that the kids like having a snow day, but quite honestly, the fact that we don't have to
anyway.
Yeah, you'd have to make up the day, and the fact that we don't have to rush to get the snow shoveled and all is good with me. Let me see.
This side a little and over here.
All right.
I
That's
think
no big
there's
deal.
a hole, like a dent thingy.
Has that happened to you guys before? Do you have a dent where you're working on your project with a stamp platform? So what I do sometimes is I flip this over and I push from the other side. Excuse my arm, but I need to whoop, and there goes the light. I need to just watch my hand right now. It's cold here too. We still have snow. Kids have had only 1 day of school this week. Really? I think that's good.
Okay.
I think that's fine. Okay, so you can take this. Hold on to that for a second. I'm going to move this out of the way so that I can clean it off, and you can grab a piece of paper. Okay. They only had 1 day of school? I didn't know you had that much snow there. Your Misty has a dead spot. You thought it was just yours. Nope. Nope. It happens with a lot of these platforms, it seems. So, Rhiannon, tell them what you're doing.
I'm putting embossing powder on this thing that I just inked.
Okay. That's cleaned off. You need help or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. So what blends is everybody getting in the mail? Hey, Michelle is here. How are you? Nice to see you. How did that stamp? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That looks cool. I
I'm
like
not
that it's
worrying
kind
about
of
that
aged.
one,
No, we're going to
'cause-
cut that one out.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to take this. Nope, don't close it. I'm going to take that. You can take the embossing gun. You got blasted with snow, plus the wind chill was -15 this morning. Ah, that's terrible. That is so cold. Underneath the camera, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it so satisfying to watch embossing powder melt?
Yes.
It's one of my favorite things to do, is watch embossing powder melt. Make sure you get over here.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that shine? Watch your fingers. You can let go. I have it. Excellent. That looks fantastic.
Yes, it does.
Okay. How pretty is that? And I like that it's kind of imperfect. I think that some of it is actually from the stamp. Some of it could have just been the platform being difficult, but I think it looks awesome. So we should cut this down to the right size first before we cut this hexagon out, I think.
Yep.
Okay, so you want to do that?
Should we watercolor it before we do the hexagon?
That's a really good idea. Yes, we should, because then you have a place to hold it. So ignore your mother and do what you're doing. Let me get you the water.
3 brushes.
Got some. You can use whatever size you want. So again, this is the blend that we're going to use. It is very vintage looking. All right. Paper towel is here for you to blot off your brush. We can leave that in here. How's that? Is that good? Just make sure that you're in the screen. Mm-hmm. Is it okay if I stay on this side so that I can talk into the mic a little bit better?
These two?
Yeah.
I guess?
Yep. Perfect. I lost my baggie. That's okay. Oh, there it is.
1 brush or 2. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. We have water. So the reason that we did the embossing first is so that it can act as a resist. So we do not need to worry about, you know, you're going to really need to saturate it. Really saturate it. If you need me to pour some water on there, I can. Here, we'll do this. I'm going to just spray it with some water. There. And you're going to do the green?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to act as a resist. So she doesn't have to worry about being neat or anything. She can just go right over it and it's going to be fine. Anywhere. You can just... You're fine. You're fine. There we go. Yeah, look at how nice that looks already. I'm missing the comments. Let's see.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. It's me. You purchase half a dozen each of Spring Chicks, Hoppy Easter, and Bundle of Joy. Wow. Cool. Make sure you share what you use in the Sparkle Blends fan club. We'd love to see your creations.
Yeah, I need more water.
You need more?
Yeah.
That's fine. Just don't... Why don't you use the bigger brush? Okay. Because these brushes are very thirsty and they hold a lot of water. Go ahead. These are my favorite brushes while she's painting. These are... Let's see if that'll show. Not so much. These are Princeton Snaps. I have the 4, the 6, and the size 10. She's working with the 10 right now. They're very thirsty, so they hold a lot of water, so they're really great for watercoloring, doing messy techniques and things like that. They're totally my favorite. They're very comfortable. The size and shape of the brush is great. They're very nice. So, yeah, that looks good.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're doing exactly what I had hoped you were doing. Or you would be doing. You're fine. You're fine. Coincidentally, we just dyed Rhiannon's hair green and purple, so this is perfect for her.
Yes. Matches my hair.
Yeah. I was going to say something before. I forgot what it was. Oh, I know. While she's painting a bit. So, first of all, I have a video coming out tomorrow. I did my very first YouTube voiceover, and I'm very excited about it. And the reason I did that is because next Monday... Is it Monday? The 31st. Shell, it's Monday, right? Shell and I are hosting a hop on YouTube. And a number of the gals that are in the group here right now watching are participating. It is an Ehlers-Danlos syndrome awareness hop. And if you don't know what that is...
Later. Same brush?
Yeah, same brush.
Okay.
And if you don't know what that is, you'll get to learn about it during the hop. But basically, it's something that Shell and I have. And it's a connective tissue disorder, and it affects the collagen in your body. And it gives you a lot of physical problems. And we would love it if you would hop along with us so that you can learn a little bit about it.
Not literally. That might get dangerous.
That's true. Hopping is not good for me. But the point is that this is something that goes undiagnosed for many, many, many years. I was undiagnosed for about 14 years. Yes, pain, lots of pain. Hence, you know, this thing on my thumb today and why I'm not the one that's doing it. So we would love it if you would hop along with us and learn a bit about it. You know, the point of the hop is not to complain, but to let you guys know that if you're suffering with something and the doctors are telling you that they don't know what's wrong with you, it could be Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It could be some other type of, you know, thing that is less known. So yeah, that's happening on Monday, and there's 10 of us hopping. So it should be great. We're going to have a good time with it, and we're going to try to educate people on Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So there you go. That is looking fabulous.
I'm probably going to need to add a little more purple.
I think you need a little bit more purple, yes. And what's good is once this dries down a little bit, we can kind of wipe away or buff the top off so that that embossing powder shows up again. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that.
Yeah, more purple.
Yeah, more purple. Michelle Varrell is referencing a post that I did, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it was right after my birthday, 2 weeks ago, about my, I guess, journey with finding out that I had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So just trying to be very open about it and see if there's anybody out there that could learn from what I went through so that they could perhaps get a diagnosis for themselves. And not necessarily for EDS, but rheumatoid arthritis or some other type of thing that is sometimes not always easy to diagnose. I think a little bit right here.
Yep.
And here. Thanks, Tammy. Oh, yours was Monday? Happy birthday to you. Yeah, perfectly imperfect painting. I agree. They are nice colors together, right? Okay, so let us stop. I think that's good because that's going to probably get cut off. So
yeah,
wash that down. Let me grab the gun. We can dry it gently. We don't want to dry it too much because we don't want the powder to melt. Alright, I think we're going to stop there because I don't want to melt the powder. Thanks, Amber. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's wipe this up. And now you can buff that off. If you want a clean one, I'll give you a clean one. How's that? Is that working?
Ish.
You don't have to go crazy. Let me get you the die. We need to cut it down. That's good. I think it looks good like that, honestly.
Okay.
So let's cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. You want this one?
Yeah.
Stuck. There you go.
It tends to do that.
Let me go on this side and close this up for you. 4 by 5 1/4. So just make sure that you like where that one hexagon is. If you need to cut it twice so that you center it, because see, like right now it's really close to the edge. So you'll probably want to cut it on the other side also.
I'll do it like,
yeah, that's fine. If the bottom doesn't come off, we can just tear it off. It doesn't matter because we're not using it anyway. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta flip it over.
We like that?
Yeah. Nope. Look, you gotta hold this down. There we go. It's just because it's wet.
Yeah.
Here, wait. Let's do this. Let's do this. Pull this out. When it's a little damp, where's my other one? Move that out of the way for me. When the paper is a little damp, I find that, whoops, sorry, that one doesn't like to cut so well. So we're going to just go like that. And we can just fix that with a scissor later. You want to cut the rest?
Yeah.
Here, I'll take that. Use this one.
Where's 5?
Well, no, flip it around because you're going to wind up having excess on that side. Can you move it up to here so that they can see? Thank you. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Your guillotine doesn't like damp paper either? Yeah, it just doesn't cut so well. Okay. This is not blood, by the way. This is dilution spray, so don't think that I'm being totally gross. Okay, so she's going to cut this out, or I can cut it out. Do you want to cut it out?
I can cut it.
You can cut it out. There's tape over here on the desk.
Tape.
She's going to line that up. So that, again, is a Hexagon from Waffle Flower. It's from this glorious set. It comes with a magnetic sheet too, guys, which is awesome. Most of the time they don't. So this brand does, which I really like. And again, if you're wondering about the paper that we're using,
that should be good.
All right, we're using that one. Okay. And then I have our window sheets from Doodles Paper Playground. We're quietly bleeding to death off camera. No, I promise it was dilutions. I can't unfortunately show you what it's for though, because it's secrets right now.
Oh, it looks good.
Look at how nice that is.
It's off a bit.
No, it's great. It doesn't look like it's off though.
No?
No.
And
that
then
is cool.
we have this Hexagon.
Which we're going to save and use for some... Oh, we could even like pop it over here if we want to.
Yeah.
That hurts. Okay. So, cut out a little piece for that. And I have some tape for you. So she's using that Hexagon as a guide to make sure that the piece that she's cutting is a little bit bigger. It does look good, right? So make sure that you take a look at your background dies and see how you can incorporate a shaker into them. Not all of them will necessarily like lend themselves to being a shaker.
Yeah, this is good.
You should. That's a little close. I would make it bigger.
Yeah.
Let's make it bigger. Just be generous with it.
Yeah,
just be generous because we don't want our bits to fall out. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. So here's that. So take a look at your background dies and see how you can turn them into shakers. Use the pattern that you have and see what you can do with it. You know, if it's leaves, even if you take an X-Acto knife as opposed to having a die that's the same shape, see what you can do to kind of create your own shaker with that. Look at you with all of those links. Oh, you got that black watercolor paper from Blick? That's awesome. I have an affiliate link to Blick, so guess where I'll be getting it from now on when I run out. Do you need help? Or are you okay?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. While she's doing this slightly tedious part, does anybody have any questions? So did somebody say block? I know you meant to say Blick. Yeah, we need to go back there. It's been a while. I think the last time I was at Blick was when you and I went, Michelle. That was a long time ago.
Didn't you go with Dad sometime?
Did I? After that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Are there any of the new blends that anybody needs to see up close while she's doing that? Yes, I know, Michelle. I knew exactly what you meant. Look at you finding all the links. She's on top of it tonight.
Yeah, it is. Right? Nope.
Yes.
Yep.
Which watercolors? I used FineTec. Let me see.
No, accurately, I did, and
yeah,
she talked about it.
That's true. I don't know what the name of this particular one is. These are all the colors, though. They're glorious.
Oops. That's fine.
They sell the little pans individually at Blick, too. And every time I go there, it's like the first thing you see when you walk in. And I like drool every time because I just want them all because they're so wonderful.
Don't you hate when they do that? To put
the best things
thing.
in that's exactly why they do it. Do you want my pokey tool, Ree?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It makes it a little easier.
I know.
Do you want the pokey tool?
Yeah.
Here.
I'm sitting down for this.
Yeah, you can sit down for that. Just move it up a little bit so that people can see what you're doing.
Is this better?
Yep, that's fine.
Wow, that really does help.
See? Your mother knows what she's talking about. And look at this great strip that we have here. That's really nice. So we have a black card base. Do you guys think that we should put some color on the card base, or do you think that we should leave it just black? Tammy asks, where did you purchase your watercolors? I get them at Blick. I get them at Blick. And like I was saying, they have the sets, like the one I just showed, and then they have individual pans. Yeah, that looks like it. That looks like it has more.
It does.
Maybe gold. I was thinking that too. So perhaps while she's doing this, building the shaker, I can quickly paint the back of the card. Yeah. So we have 2 golds. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, I know, there's a lot of static. So this one is super yellow, and I think that this one is closer to what the embossing powder looks like. So I think we'll do that. Okay, so I am grabbing my paintbrush. I think I can handle this part. I think. I'm gonna get some water. Very nice. Very nice, Ree. That's perfect. Okay, so here is your foam tape.
Okay.
Now she's gonna build the shaker. Meanwhile, I am going to try and paint the outer edge gold of the card base.
That's better.
Here you go.
Multitasking.
That's what we're doing. We're multitasking. So this is not watercolor cardstock, this card base. This is just,
Why do I keep putting the scissor away?
I did that. Sorry, it was in my way.
Oh.
This is 110 pound cardstock from Recollection, so it's not technically watercolor paper, but if you don't oversaturate it, it can take a little bit of watercolor, okay? You guys see me use my distress spray stains and my other sprays on this cardstock all the time. It's just usually that I'm working with white. So
I shouldn't do that.
Am I in your way?
No, it's fine.
Why don't you put a white piece of paper underneath it so that you can see what you're doing?
Ah, brilliant.
Where's the paper that you had before?
You have it.
Here you go. There we go. Now we can see.
Helpful. Seeing is always useful.
Yep. Okay. It doesn't even warp too bad as long as you're careful. Yes. I have to say, like, I don't mind this paper. I use it for all of my card bases and some techniques. It doesn't like some things. Like, I don't really love it for zigs. It used to be good for zigs, but not anymore. They kind of changed it a bit. But I do use it for, like, ink blending occasionally and other things. So this is just messy because it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it, but it's going to be just fine when we're mounting our top layer onto it. Now, Rhiannon, did we determine what we're putting behind the hexagon window?
Nope.
What would you like to put behind the hexagon window? Would you like it to be a colored piece of black with the paint, or do you want it to be something else?
I think we might kind of have a lot of paint.
Okay, what do you want?
Like, because this and that.
Mm-hmm. What would you like?
I have no idea.
I actually really like the Recollections 110, and I actually do most of my coloring on the 65. I used to use the 65 for coloring, but it seemed to have changed over the past couple of years, so I don't really love it for that anymore. I just stick to Bristol or Canton Mixed Media now. So do you guys have suggestions? What should we use for behind the window? Do you think that we should just paint something back there? Or do you think we should just grab some pattern paper or plain paper? What do you think? That's okay. You're doing great. It's designed for alcohol inks now. The 65? What is it, like a Yupo now? That's crazy. I did not know that.
That's not bad.
I think you should try to scooch it up a little bit. Can you scooch it or no?
Not really.
All right, that's fine. So let's take a look. That's what we have so far, which looks awesome. You think maybe plain paper? Okay, we'll do plain.
I'll be right back. I'm getting more water.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. She's deserting me, guys. All right, I gotta move this water because I'm gonna spill it all over my laptop. I'm gonna try to cut things, even if it looks a little weird the way I'm cutting. No, not Yupo, just extra smooth so it doesn't wick. Huh, that's fascinating. I'm gonna have to try that out. Okay, so we're going to keep it plain then. I am going to seal it, though, with some more watercolor paper instead of trying to dump it onto the card back. I just feel like less chance for mistakes. Can you do this?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to cut you a piece of black to put on top.
Can I do this?
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm good. For the most part.
That should be fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to have it solid. It's all good. All right, so I'm just cutting a piece that's bigger than the hexagon that we cut out so that it will seal around the shaker window. It's a little, you don't have to do it this way. Like, we have a black card base, so you could technically just dump your shaker bits onto the card and then flip this on top of that, but I just don't ever trust myself. I always wind up getting something crooked, so I find it easier to just seal it off with a piece of paper behind it, and then I have plenty of time to just play around with the rest of it.
So, yeah, it'd be easier if we actually put the shaker bits in.
Yes, time to add the shaker bits. Go for it, Ree.
I don't know how many you want me to add.
Well, let's take out this big one that looks like an earring, because that really hurts. Can you just pick it up? Because I don't know if we need that. You might want to take the babies out. I feel like the babies don't work in this one, just because of what it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the definitely not a certain character.
Right. And the cake?
What about the donut?
Yeah, I'd take the cake out.
No donuts.
No donuts on this.
I
think the rest of it's good.
Okay.
What do you think? And she really filled it, so what are you doing?
I'm looking at it.
Oh, you're going to spill it. Girl,
No,
you're going to spill it. She's holding it above her head.
See? No spillage.
Yes, double acetate is also a very good way to do it. But I hate using up my acetate. So, okay, peel that off. Stick this bad boy on. I think that because she has so many bits in here, it is good that we're using plain behind it. I really do like this foam tape. This is from Whimsy Stamps.
Yeah, the back comes off really easily.
It does. It does. It's 1/4 of an inch wide. and it's nice and thick, you know, dimensionally. It's really nice, and it's black, which, you know, in this case is perfect. Check to make sure that you don't need, it doesn't matter which side. Check to see if you need to peel any of this off. Yeah, you might want to peel this off. But it's a really nice foam tape. I'm quite pleased with it. And she's just going to push that down and make sure it's nice and sealed. Meanwhile, this baby is nice and dry. Look at that. You got to hold it in the camera, honey.
So.
That looks awesome. So why don't you peel the rest of the tape off, add a little adhesive on here, and then we can decide if we're putting a sentiment or anything like that, or adding this other hexagon back, whatever, whatever you want to do. There's my lid. I found my lid, guys. You could use some vellum behind it. Oh, vellum would be lovely too. This sparkle blend is a work of fiction. Any baby shapes resembling other children are coincidental. Hey, Anita. How are you? You snuck in again. Vellum would be very nice behind it. You got to add glue.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want it to move around. You can use the HEG gun. You don't have to use the tape. It's a little faster. Sort of.
When it walks.
That's fine. You can just... What are you doing?
I didn't do anything. It did
Just
it to
push it
itself.
on. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Plenty. There you go. Can you see? Okay. Stealth Anita, yes. You alright with that?
Is this good? This is good.
I know, it's hard to see, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Check that out. Let's move this out of the way. It's distracting. Alright, what do you guys think? Should we add the hexagon back?
I like it.
You like it like this? Or
Yeah,
with
I like
this?
it like this.
Do you want to put a sentiment? Or do you want to leave it? No? We can leave it without a sentiment.
I like it.
Doesn't need one. I think that's really pretty. Thank you for the hearts, Michelle. You're kooky. Look at that, and it's only 8:44? Wow, that got done fast. We had to keep it simple because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do very much because of my arm.
It also got done fast because you were
Because I did
helping
the...
slightly.
Yeah. Helping slightly. I was helping slightly, you guys.
I was doing the main thing and you were doing other parts.
Just do what I do and trim the base so it looks square if you put it on crooked. Yeah, I actually think it's pretty close. There's just a wee bit, it's just tilting a little bit, but it's fine. We can totally leave it or fix it or whatever. It looks great, Tammy said. Why are you sorry? There's nothing to be sorry about. I want those hex tiles as my kitchen backsplash. Yeah, right? If I ever get a laundry room, haha, I would put tiles like this in there. This wouldn't work in my kitchen the way it is right now. But yeah, I love tiles like this. She did awesome, I think. Heck yeah. And so pretty. So take a look at your background stamps and see how you can use them to make a shaker. Take whatever the image is on there and use it as your inspiration for your shaker. So this was a pretty easy one. We just cut that hexagon right out of the middle. But again, if you have something with foliage or flowers, you can either use a die that you have, or you can use an X-Acto knife if you're comfortable with one, and just kind of use that to make your shaker. It doesn't have to be centered. If you have like a floral bunch down here in the corner and there's a couple of leaves that are coming off, you can put the leaves as the shaker there. You just don't want it to be too close to the edge so that you have room to put your foam tape. Yeah, they don't quite work with your mid-century kitchen vibes. That's true. They do not. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, she did do a good job. So we got done super early. Are there any questions at all? Any things that you'd like to see. I can pull out the new release or pull out something older if you were thinking about shopping and you needed to see something up close. And then this is the card that I just shared today. Killing it! Thumbs up for Ree. Thank you, Anita. This is with Date Night.
Thanks.
I love the little lipsticks in here. They're so cute. And then there's little kisses and flowers and hearts. Yes, are there any sparkle blends you guys would like to oogle? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to just put King Cake away. I really like how this came out. And, you know, we used a Mardi Gras themed blend for something that is definitely not a Mardi Gras card. It's just a funky looking card. You could definitely use this for many people. It doesn't have to be, you know, a teenager or whatever. It could be a guy. It could be a mom. It could be anybody. It's just cool. And just changing up, you know, the colors as you feel necessary. But I think that this is really cool. I like taking the blends and not using them within their intended category because, you know, you guys can figure that out, right? If it's a Valentine's Day one, you make a Valentine's Day card. But let's stretch ourselves a little bit and use them in other ways too. Right, Ray?
Mm-hmm.